Java and other non-SAP, languages, which is they required for ABAP, they integrated all the features with ABAP. But entire SAP is developed with ABAP only. They have their own conversion language, which used to develop SAP.
That's a question.
Yeah.
Are you going to go through the OPP concepts, object-oriented programming concepts?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Second question is, in a day-to-day life of a CRM consultant, how much ABAP knowledge or ABAP coding programming is essential or needed?
Yes, needed. So let me explain. Basically, for a CRM consultant or a functional consultant, any functional consultant, they need what are the tables, they need to understand the tables, okay, and what are the fields are there in the table, and how the reports, custom reports are required to be developed, how the logic will be built, okay, and what are the enhancements, identify the predefined functions, and as well as the functions, how the functions are used in ABAP to get a good functionality from the technical side. Okay, and how the select statement data is retrieving from the backend, and what kind of database is used. So, see, basically functional, technical always have a little gap for the functional guy, because he is asking something, technical guy says that no, it is not possible. So this kind of gap is there. So when you learn the technical ABAP, like including all the features of ABAP, basically. So the features of ABAP, if you learn, then you can ask right question to him why it is not possible. Why cannot develop from your side by doing like this? So you have the rights to him to say that yes, he can develop like this. He can get it. So you can guide him by the technically also.
Okay.
That's a main, key area where when you have the knowledge into technical, definitely you can command to the even technical guy as well. At the same time, when you are discussing with the client, which is possible, which is not possible, technically also you can guide, with the client also, with the stakeholder. If you are discussing something requirement, so the configuration is not available with SAP. If not available, then how you want to be, do that gap, how you need to fill that. So by doing the customization. So the customization done with the ABAP side and the functional side. So suppose if you are not able to do that in the configuration side, it's good technical involvement is required. So
Anju?
Anju?
Anjum, are you able to hear us now? Are you able to? He's gone.
So again, I hope he dropped.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, you were saying, okay, that's why it's important for an ABAP consultant to know the language as well. Okay.
All right. See, as you asked, even WOOPs also, you don't require that much to, the WOOPs concept required to be understand if you have the knowledge into the C++. The C++ knowledge is required to understand the WOOPs concepts. But anyhow, we are, every object, I'm talking about in SAP, ABAP, when you say that data types also defined as with the WOOPs concepts only.
Okay.
So we are talking about entire the SAP is, we are talking of the object only. So even if I talk about a variable, so do you know what is variable?
Yes, let me tell you something, Hitesh. I've done a lot of programming in Java, VB scripting, which is a completely procedural language. And then I moved to, recently, 6 months back, I moved to start coding in C#, which is object-oriented. So I'm finding it difficult. The transition for me is quite difficult to get into the mindset of creating objects and always dealing with objects is not coming easy for me. So that's why I thought if you are going to brush up on the object-oriented concepts in this course, that might help me as well.
Okay. But, we are not going to touch the WOOPs concepts here. What is inheritance, what is polymorphism. All these things we are not going to discuss. Here ABAP related hoops will come.
Okay, fair enough.
So see, if as I said, if I am declaring any variable, here we discuss that as an object. So we talks about that is an object. So compare than other languages, I can say guarantee this is very easy for you to understand. That guarantee I can tell you. But the rest of the, as you said, C# and Java, and if you say the other any language, it's a lot of complications when you want to implement any development. Programming knowledge is required very high level, whereas when you come for this language, it's comfortable. Even if you are average person in the language side, then you can able to do this language coding.
So you're saying if I already know some language, like either VBScript or C#, it'll be easy for me to pick up ABAP?
Yes, 100%.
That's fine. So that's my knowledge, because I've came from some sort of coding background knowledge. Anjum is completely new. He never written a single line of code in his life.
Yes. Okay.
And I've done quite a lot of programming. I mean, not on a very high level, not on a developer level, but I've done automation. So I've used QDB to do Java, to use with VBScript, and then I use Selenium now with C#.
So you worked on the CSS as well, style sheets?
Yes, I know the concept of CSS. I've done some HTML as well, but that was back in the days.
XML?
HTML, not XML, no.
Not XML, okay, all right, okay. So, all right, no problem. See, for you, I can say it is very easy for you. For him also, only one thing, I can guarantee for him, he can, take the solution very easily from the functional people by understanding the language ABAP. So I can guarantee you, for you, you can work in ABAP also.
Okay. Yeah.
So
his goal is to understand the concept.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, concept he can understand, but his goal, end of the day, he can take the better solution from the technical team by guiding, by his technical knowledge from ABAP side.
Yes. One more question to do this course is because I don't have any knowledge of CRM right now. I'm planning to learn it alongside. But is there important that I know CRM for this course?
Not required. No. So we are talking about all the functional modules, tables, and all that. Okay.
Yes.
As a ABAPer, we are learning. See, ABAPer required to be learn functional side. What are the technical modules? Functional modules are there, and what is that functionality, and what is the life cycle of it, and what are the tables related to SD, related to MM, related to FSCO, related to SRM, related to HR. The table names and table fields, he need to understand how that particular tables are integrated each and other table, because he is going to work on the custom tables. Maybe, or else he is going to develop the tables, custom tables. Custom table development is easy for him. But knowing the existing table module-wise, relationship within the table, that all the things need to be understand from a technical point, a technical person from functional side.
Yes. So you said, so you're going to go through the tables, right? Table structure for different modules? Yes.
Yes.
So, is the table structure same for every module? Like CRM is the same as is SD and other things as well, or is it different?
Field structure is not the same. Field names are different. The creation of the table, technical settings may be different. There is a component tables, structure tables, types of tables are there. Okay, different tables are there, not the same.
So, which one are we going to focus on? CRM one. CRM table structures are we going to focus on?
I'll be sharing all the tables. Okay. See, number one, the tables we're talking about table. I'll be talking about all the tables. I'll be sharing the tables also. Then we are basically knowing the tables is very easy. Number two, how to create that particular table, how that table, predefined table is created, and how we are going to create the table, how the custom tables are developed. That we are going to know. That is important in ABAP basically.
Okay.
Knowing the existing tables is very easy for us. Just display and open and see that particular tables, and study each and every field. We can do that once I guide you, and you can do that yourself. But creating the step-by-step process and the type of tables, that is important.
Got it.
Yeah. Any other question?
I think that's fine. I'm just waiting for Anjum. Anjum, can you hear us now?
Anju?
Hello, yeah, I'm back now. I can hear now.
Oh, good. Okay. Right, good. Okay. So, hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon to you.
Right. Very good afternoon. Chalo. So, any questions to you
Anjum,
before starting? Yeah, Anju. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Anjum, I think he's having again problem with Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Anju? Hello? Oh, probably has a headset some issue. Or else.
Let me call him. Okay. I think I got an issue. But मैं क्या करता हूँ? Let me call him.
Okay. Please.
The
Okay, call him.
Okay. I'll do that. The lecture from him.
Sorry?
If he can see the screen, he can listen to the lecture from the phone, right? So I put the phone down. Give him a minute, Hitesh. Let me talk to him, right?
Please. Yeah, please go ahead.
Exactly. So what the solution is, you mute. Exactly. Phone se login karta hu. I don't think it's going to work. I think it's your Wi-Fi broadband. That's the problem.
Okay.
So Okay, try that. Otherwise, we can be on the phone. I'll plug that out, my headphones out, and then you can listen to the lecture over the phone and watch the slides on your screen. Okay, so you do that. Let me know over there, right? Once you. Okay. So he's trying to come from the phone now.
Okay. We'll wait for that. Okay.
Yeah. See if he's okay. If that doesn't work, then he can listen to the lecture over the phone and then see the slides on his screen.
Okay.
Okay. One question.
Yeah.
What's better to be? Is it better to be a CRM consultant, or is it better to be a app developer, and why?
Techno CRM is very important. So nowadays it's very hard, person in techno CRM.
Why?
See, the person who or CRM guy is working, the requirement at the functional side, the client is expecting provided the solution, technical solution from the functional guy only. That's a main key. It's a cost cutting. They have this feeling also. They want to be two resources for one small issues. Working in the functional guy and analysis, and after that he says that it is a technical solution is required to be provided. It takes a long time for him. Timing, see, one is timing and cost cutting, and the person who is working in the solution should want the immediate solution at the same time.
So you telling me that the market has a demand for CRM consultant / BA.
CRM business analyst, right? Correct.
So CRM consultant / business analyst with some technical knowledge. That's the demand.
See, you can say, yes, and you can say, CRM, techno CRM. I can say it's a techno CRM. I can say it's a techno CRM.
So what do you do, Hitesh, if you don't mind me asking, please?
See, me, basically, I have almost 12 plus years of experience in SAP.
Okay.
Career started with ABAP.
Okay.
Basically, as you said, I worked in different areas like VB-script, JavaScript, HTML, DHTML, and VB5 and .NET. Then after that, I got opportunity to move into ABAP. So I have worked on almost in ABAP 6 plus years. Then I got opportunity to work as a project delivery manager. So I went to Malaysia. I have last 8 years I was in Malaysia. So I have worked in Malaysia almost 8 years.
Okay.
So then after that, I came to India to start my own freelancer access. I'm working with a few clients in Malaysia also. I'm traveling sometimes to Malaysia whenever I require to Malaysia. Client meetings and client requirement gathering. Then after that, I'm working from India. I have my own clients where I'm giving the solution to them.
Hitesh, are you 98 years old then?
Sorry?
Are you 98 years old? You must be in your right?
I have my age is 36.
Age is 30. Looking at your experience, I thought you must be in your 90s or near to 100.
No.
Okay.
Hello?
Anjum.
Are you able to Anju?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can able to hear. Anju,
Yes.
this is Hitesh.
It's working good on phone. It's fine.
So voice is low, but it's okay. If you're able to hear my voice, it's clear.
No, it's clear, yes.
So if you are, if you have any queries, you can type me. If your voice is not clear.
Okay, no problem.
So now can we?
Yeah.
Let's start.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, before starting, I have a few questions on the topic wise. Okay. So from where we can start, that I want to confirm from both sides, because both of you having a knowledge into SAP. That's what my understanding.
Yes, on functional side, yes. But
Okay.
I'm
So can we require to go to all the basics, like what is SAP, like history of SAP, what are the versions are there in SAP, all these things we need to go?
Hitesh, can I butt in here? We can skim through it. Rather than leaving it all together, just quickly go through the slides. We can stop wasting a lot of time on the slides. Does that make any sense?
There is disturbance again. Hello?
Yes, Hitesh, I can hear you.
You can able to hear, but there is a lot disturbance. Now it's gone.
It's gone now. Yeah. I don't know where it was. It was definitely not from my side, anyways. I was suggesting, rather than completely jumping over those slides, we can quickly skim through them. We can find out, and going into detail, just skim through them and go through them quickly.
Right.
Is that okay?
I'll go through it quick. I'm okay. I'm okay. So, right. So as we discussed, last time we have 3 points which we are discussed. One is ERP, SAP R3, ABAP 4. So last session we had a discussion about the ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. So we covered, what is ERP and what is E, what is R, what is P. So this is also already you are aware. And the types of ERP products in the market. So these are the different types of ERP products are existed in the market. From this we picked up SAP and we understood what is SAP R3. Right. So and basically here I'm going to discuss about the SAP customers. See, when you talk about SAP customers, we have a different types of companies in the market on SAP. One is customer-based companies, consulting-based companies, consulting cum customer-based companies. So when you say the customer-based companies who are using SAP to run their business, we call it them as a customer-based companies. Why I'm sharing this information? Where we can get opportunity and which companies we can check for the opportunity. So you can check for opportunity for customer-based companies as well. So not only IT companies. The second one, consulting-based firms. So the second consulting-based firms is nothing but they are the mediator between SAP AG and customer. So these people are, consulting-based companies, like you can say IT organizations. So these IT organizations, SAP is not their product; it's the other product. So SAP AG product, these people are selling in the market. They are the partner to sell that particular product in the market. So they are the service providers to the clients. So you can have an opportunity to get opportunity and to work in the organization. This is consulting organizations. Number 3, customer come consulting based firms, because the customer is using SAP to run their business with SAP, and they will be giving service to their clients as well. So you may work, for in-house projects, you may work for external projects as well. So these are the different types of, companies are existed to get opportunities in the market basically. Are you clear?
Yeah.
All right. So now the next one is what kind of companies are, able to use SAP to run their business. One is gas and oil, transport, insurance, pharma, banking, agriculture, banking industries, agriculture industries, university, education industries, health industries, retail industries. A number of industries can use to run their business with SAP. Okay, so this is for overview understanding about what is what about the SAP industries, how they will be using, and what kind of companies are existed to run their business with SAP. So basically, what is SAP R3? SAP R3 is one type of ERP system or ERP and application. And what is SAP? SAP full form systems, applications, and products in data processing or real-time 3-tier architecture. So last session we had a full form discussion. N number of systems, N number of applications, N number of products can be processed in single database, R3, R by 3. Database is Oracle database, which is matched and integrated with SAP applications. So SAP SQL is a subset of Oracle OpenSQL. OpenSQL we call it is here OpenSQL basically. Okay. Small history about SAP. SAP AG is a company name. It's 1972 it started, where it's Waldorf, German product basically. So it's 4 IBM employees. They started this organization, and the best excellent package introduced in 1992 basically. So this product, reached customer is satisfied. Customer made transaction with the SAP. So when it is basically in 1992. So that we should call SAP. It's a pronunciation. We call it SAP only, not SAP basically. And R real time 3 means 3-tier architecture. So the next we are moving into the architecture. Like last session also had one diagram for understanding the architecture: database, application servers, and presentation server. The end user will log into the from presentation server, and the related application server will be getting presenting at his system, and he'll be working and through an application server where whatever he want to be save permanently the data, he will be saving into the database directly. So that's the process of 3-tier architecture basically. 1 presentation layer, application layer, database layer. That's the reason we call it a 3-tier architecture. Next, still now what we know the outside of SAP. So after that, what is there inside SAP? What are the applications are there? So we need to understand that. How the SAP defined. So SAP defined basically functional, technical, techno-functional. Functional, technical, and techno-functional. So a functional who are eligible for functional, who can have the knowledge into domain area, means functional knowledge area. So the MBA HR, MBA finance, MBA marketing, or the person who was working last 5 years or 10 years into domain side, they are eligible to learn the SAP functional modules basically. So in this there is n number of functional modules. SAP has a 64 functional modules, core functional modules. So each and every core functional module integrated according to the process of the industry, and that modules makes the business transactions between application to application. Business transaction will be transferred, or data transfer will be transferred from one application to other application according to the integration. So they call it a core, tightly integrated across the functional modules. So this is a functional area. So when you go for the technical area, Basis, ABAP, XI, EP, Enterprise Portal, and HANA. HANA is a database, new database, and they have all these technical modules which is defined under the technical. Basis, it will take care of entire SAP R3 administration. So administration includes monitoring the server, managing the roles and jobs, roles and responsibilities defining, and jobs monitoring, server maintenance, landscape designing, and the roles like authorization defining, everything, securities, managing the securities, GRN defining. So lot many things done with the Basis people. So Basis guys is a key people to manage the entire SAP servers 24/7 365 days. They should maintain that. They should monitor it properly. Okay, and the ABAP, it's a backbone for entire SAP R3. Advanced Business Application Programming Language. It's a 4th generation language. It's a backbone for entire SAP R3. It's SAP is built by the ABAP. Entire SAP R3 applications, which I am talking about, functional, technical, techno-functional modules, it's developed by ABAP. That's the reason ABAP is a backbone. It's without ABAP, there is no any functional module and no SAP R3 in the market. This ABAP is developed by integrating n number of language features. So example, take from the basic language and the C++ language, Java, Pascal, COBOL. If you see the ABAP coding, it's similar to COBOL kind of language coding, but they didn't use all the features from the COBOL. They used what exactly the required for the business development. They implemented ABAP language first, then after that they started developing the SAP package. So that's about ABAP. So we'll be knowing about ABAP on the next level. But yes, that is ABAP. So there is one more technical module, XI or process integration. XI or process integration. XI is nothing but exchange infrastructure and process integration. And the next one is EP, Enterprise Portal. And HANA, it's one of the database in SAP. In new database, it's a SAP own database. They only developed their own database for that. These are the technical modules are existed in SAP. So XI, which purpose they are using? Integrating, across the functional areas with non-SAP, with SAP. They want to utilize the XI, exchange infrastructure or process integration. They want to manage the integration with non-SAP application by using the XI application. Third-party integration. So suppose I am running my business with SAP. I want to run non-SAP. I want to extract the data from non-SAP systems as well. I want to pull the data from non-SAP systems also. The vendors who are supplying for the suppliers, so they don't have SAP. Vendors doesn't have the SAP to run, to supply and extract the data, or if their quotation I cannot receive directly. So how I can need to do that? Integrate with my system. That all can do with a exchange infrastructure. So XI will pick up that non-SAP file and it will post into the SAP system. So then after that it will move into the respective module level. So this is the process done with a XI. Suppose take example, bank payments. If I want to do the bank payments, so bank may be using SAP, may not using SAP. I want to make the through company, my employee salaries or vendor payments. How I can do that? So I want to transfer the payment through my system to bank system. how I can do that, how I can integrate bank servers. So I need to get a permit to connect to the bank servers. There is a lot of security policies are involved to make the payments, employee salaries or vendor payments, that can be built by the exchange infrastructure or process integration. Are you clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right. So the next one, we are talking about the EP, Enterprise Portal. So Enterprise Portal is a web application basically. Nowadays, lot many clients are asking, they want some kind of reports, some kind of functionality, which is internet level, not intranet level, internet level. SAP R3 works in intranet level basically. So all the modules by default allow you to access within the organization. Suppose if you want to access these modules or applications, you need to define that in internet level. So to define an application internet level, they are implemented EP, NetWeaver concept. So Enterprise Portal building with a NetWeaver and Java also. So they integrated Java language here to develop internet level. So whenever the SAP wanted new features which is not available with the ABAP, they are integrating that particular language and they are implementing that. So that's the way they are working. So Enterprise Portal is an web application which allows you to integrate with a certain kind of functionality from SAP R3. So example were reports and leave module from the HR system, or organization network, organization structure, and leave claims, medical claims module, and there is a number of modules from HR side. Basically the HR and as well as the reports, certain kind of reports they want to generate through internet level. So this is a module which this is a technical model which they can use and they can do that basically. That's EP, Enterprise Portal. Okay, and another one is HANA. It's a new database. In future, they may go for the replace Oracle, but now at this moment, there few clients are using SAP with HANA, few clients are not using. So most of the clients now in the market, SAP R3 with Oracle only. Oracle database they are using. But in future maybe happens because the cost impacts on it. Everything impacts on HANA. So high level level people of management, they will use HANA database too. So because they developed mobile integration also with HANA database and mobile integrations, and they can generate the reports in the mobile itself. Mobile integration is also happened with us. So that high level people can use this and they can manage. That's the reason it's very less. But yes, US and other countries, they are already implemented HANA also. So this is about the technical areas. Then techno-functional, BW, BI, okay, and BO. BW or BI and BO. BW, business intelligence or business warehouse. BI, business intelligence or information. BO, business objects. So these modules required ABAP knowledge, any one of the functional module knowledge. So then only they can work into techno-functional, that is BI. So BI is nothing but warehouse module. It is a data warehouse. Entire R3 data transaction or historical data can store in the BI. So their job is basically extracting the data from the different systems. It may be R3 system, it may be Oracle system, it may be Access system, it may be Excel system, Excel, Microsoft Excel, whatever it is. They need to extract that data and fill into the SAP R3, SAP BI server. So that's their job. So how extraction, how they can do that? That is, they need to learn from the BI and BW. So, and the BO is a business object tool. It's a tool where they can generate the friendly end user. Suppose I'm an end user, I want to generate my own report. By drag and drop certain few columns, I want to generate immediately. I can able to do myself. that is a friendly nature the module application will provide you. So they have the VO tool. VO tool, any customer they can use individually also. They can use directly VO tool and they can generate the reports from non-SAP systems, from SAP R3 systems as well. So this is about entire functionality which I am talking about SAP. Inside SAP, what is there? Are you clear? Any questions from this?
Hitesh,
Yeah.
I think this particular slide needs updating. All the stuff
Yes.
we talked about is not on this slide, right? So
Yes,
yeah,
I need to update. I need to update modules and here update. I need to update here also.
no problem. Yeah, but yeah, everything is clear now. Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, so the versions of in SAP R3. So how many versions are there? So how the versions are they released? 4.6B and 4.6C is a famous, and D, then Enterprise Edition, 4.7 they released, and 5, 6, and 6.0 enhancement packages they add. They can call this is the 7, but they are not pronouncing, they are not officially saying that is 1. When they added the packages, enhancement packages, it's nothing but new features they are adding. So versions are released by adding in new features basically. Yes, sir. Generally, any version, new version comes, it's nothing but they are adding a new feature, new functionality, which gives the very comfortable for the users. So in the same way, the business users or business to run very easily, they are making a new versions and they're releasing the market. But the latest version is the 6.0, and which we are going to learn from the 6.0 only. Basically.
Hitesh,
Yeah, please.
sometimes I've seen a lot of organizations avoid updating this current SAP systems because the level of customization that has gone into their system, existing SAP system, if they upgrade, it might break the existing customizations, right?
Correct.
Is this the case, or people are encouraged now to update to new versions?
See, I'll tell you. Basically, we had a discussion about the consulting organization. I remember now. The consulting organization should not recommend the customization, more customization in SAP. Even SAP also not recommends to do the customization. SAP never do directly customization, if you say. If you ask me, SAP AG, if they are implementing any package for any client directly, they won't recommend for customization of the package. It's not the best practice. Always they will recommend the customer go change his process. If the process is not correct, his processes may be wrong. But SAP is already maintained the worldwide standard. It's not the they started for only one organization. They implemented for only one country. No, it's implemented for worldwide. Every industry can run with SAP. So SAP always they will suggest the client the way if you utilize my package as is, you don't have any problem and you will be getting a standards for your organization. As we are managed innovative knowledge in our package, your company also will get growth in the same way. They will motivate on that particular area, basically. But all the consulting organization, they want to give the satisfaction to the client what he expects. That's the reason consulting organization will agree to do the customization. Then only they have the survey in the market. Simple. If they do the customization, they will come to the client will come to the consulting company only because they did that. They can go for any other consulting company, but the consulting organization will get opportunity. If they follow the standard, they won't get any errors. Basically, if they upgrade also, they won't get any errors because the SAP upgrades as per the previous version. The same problem. Yes, every client has this problem. If they do more customization, then they have a problem. They cannot go for upgradation.
Sure.
Because they will get impact on the lot of integration and the lot of reports and whatever they did the customization configuration, they will get impacted on that.
Sure. Got
So
it.
that's the reason they won't go for upgradation.
Okay.
That is sure. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the next slide. So this is what I just want to communicate. Like SAP R3 mainly used, business application linking with SD, MMPP, FSCO, HR, SD, SRM, CRM, all these other functional modules. So this point says that there is a n number of customers who are using this. And what is SAP R3 basically? The SAP R3, the third generation set of highly integrated software module, highly integrated set of module, and that are perform common business functionality based on multinational leading parties. They can do the business in worldwide wherever they are sitting with the same application. I can do the banking industry in India with the same application. The same application I can run my bank in UK. I can run my bank in US. I can run my bank in anywhere in the world I can run. That possibilities they made with SAP R3 basically. So it's take care of entire enterprise, however, drives in many operations overall the world. So you can run that, graphically represent your company with last 5 years this is my growth and next 5 years this is more growth. So you can operational wise also you can present your company very easy manner by using having the proper data from the different modules, different departments basically. So that's main achievement into SAP R3 basically. That's a reason they are in king in the ERP package now. All right. So the next one is we are talking about small features of SAP R3, and next 3 slides talks about the characteristics. What is the characteristics of SAP and features of SAP. So number 1, I am talking about client server system. The client server system. So we have a client and server, application server, and database server. So that is called as client server system. And multilingual language. So multilingual. So basically, SAP R3 package can be used as per the country specific language. So they can work with SAP as per the country specific. Suppose if I am working with China, Chinese doesn't like to work with any other language. They like to run their business with Chinese only. So they can use Chinese language. They can run their this application with the Chinese language directly. So if you see in websites also, like a few websites allow you to change the language, convert the language, and you can use that particular language with your own language. So like that, this package will provide you country-specific language. That's multilingual language. Even ABAP also works with a country-specific language. It's a multilingual language. SAP R3 multilingual. It's nothing but ABAP has the same. Whatever the features which we are talking in SAP R3, that features are developed by ABAP only. Okay, and it can be easily customized based on the country needs. So they are saying that based on country needs. Please understand. SAP never says that customized for client specific. They will never ask that. They will say that always country needs, because every country has a different legal and statutories. So that is allowed to customize from SAP side. But they won't allow to do the change as per the client requirement, as per the client expectations. They hesitate to do that. If you want to do that, then go on consult with the consulting organization. This is what they will tell directly. So the customer should go and ask the consulting organization to do the customization by using ABAP again. So, but this point talks about why they are asking you to do the customization based on country needs. I am using in China, but I don't like to work with the Chinese language. I want to go with I don't like to work with the English language. I want Chinese language. They can work. And their currency is different. Their legal and tax calculations, service tax calculations are different, not the same of one country. So these kind of things need to be modified, need to be corrected in the system. Okay, need to be configured into the system properly. So that can be customized. That is what they are saying here. not the customer owned development basically. Okay, and the next point talks about online support system. SAP is ready to give the online support system for them once you partner with the client, once you partner with SAP. So OSS, they call it the online support system. If you have any problems with the standard functionality, they are ready to give the solution. They will resolve the issue within 5 working days. They will respond and resolve the issue. So, and the other services they are giving, like information, like maintenance service. There is a very, very keen they are into service area basically. Always the new information they will be sending to the client through an email, through the videos, what is new upcoming, how they need to maintain the server into proper order. Okay, and they will be very early proactive service. Basically, if any functionality is having any defect in the servers or in a functionality, they will expect the company itself, like SAP AG itself, respond to the client very actively. So very early watch. If there is any defect in the particular module, they will intimate to the client, this is a defect is coming in the future. Please ensure that you will be having a solution to that, and we will be providing to you. So they will always monitor to their servers, their application. If they identified any defects before client asking, and they will respond to the client and intimate to the client before coming that issue also. That's the way they will be working. That's the reason they are in the king in the market. Are you clear?
Yes.
The second point which I'm talking about, this is already we know. I'm just refreshing this. SAP package is slightly divided into main is 2, but techno-functional is divided by myself. Now people are saying yes, techno-functional also is existed now. Okay, functional is the technical is divided from SAP, but techno-functional also required in the market now. People are domain knowledge experience can work in the functional module. And we have the two main, we need to update actually this point. So it's actually 5 technical modules are there now, and cross applications are used with ALE purpose. Application linking enabling, non-SAP to SAP, SAP to non-SAP, SAP R3 to SAP R2. So then can be managed through cross application basically.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please ask me.
Linking and link, but when I will do the technical later on.
I'm sorry, your voice is very low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, try speaking louder, mate.
Hello?
Yeah, that's fine, but
yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me that later on we will do the middleware as well a little bit, or there's any training for middleware, or you don't cover the middleware?
I'm sorry. Can you please type me? Otherwise.
Okay, I'll type you.
Yeah, he said, are we going to cover the middleware in this course? I think that's what I've gathered. Is that right, Anjum?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, middleware, yes, it's a middleware. We are talking about middleware only, no? The BAP is a middleware for functional and technical.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we are doing.
Hitesh, just one. If you go a slide above, please. The previous slide.
Above. Yeah, okay.
The very first one was client server system. Very quickly, can you just revisit that?
Client server system. Client is a application layer. Presentation layer, application layer, database layer.
So the presentation layer is the client.
Your client will interact in. Yes, correct. GUI, graphical user interface. We had a discussion last session. I hope you do you remember that, the diagram?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I got it. I just wanted to just quickly visit. That's fine. You can continue now. That's fine. Thank you.
Right. So this here cross application management ALE, application linking enabling. Okay, and this is non-SAP to SAP, SAP to R3 server. They can link together within a one client to another client, so they can manage the connectivity between the applications, basically communication. Okay, and the few characteristics we need to understand about SAP R3. Then after that we'll be moving into ABAP main area. All right. Now, so incorporate 20 years of experience. This is now it is a 30 years of experience for SAP, and it's a rich functionality which is built in SAP. They have the 30 years of experience in SAP now, and they're always still they'll say that we are innovative knowledge we are implementing in SAP. And rich functionality means the way they have the functionality across the functional module, it's very high rich. It doesn't mean that it's a cost. It's not the cost. It's the functionality which they are asking. They are saying that. They will be saying it's international orientation. They can do the business in international oriented, international wise with SAP. Tight integrated across the function modules. The function modules which they have, it's integrated, very tightly and very accuracy functionality. So suppose how the SDMM is integrated, how the SRM is integrated, how the HR and integrated with other functional modules. So the process based on the CML level 5 companies, how they need to process their business, they integrated across that, process of that level of integration. So highly secure data. Data handling is very high and very easy to handle also. Same is nothing but here, the database handling with a mediator. So basically, SAP never allow you to process the data as a ABAPer or any other directly to working on the database. So that's the reason we have a 3-tier architecture. Otherwise, we have a 2-tier architecture. SAP we have a 2-tier architecture also, but it's a fail in the market because many reasons. So these are the plus reasons. These are all minus reasons for in R2. So when they come as a plus, as a positive on this, and they implemented SAP R3 basically. So data handling, data security is very easy and very high secure data handling, very easy to handle the database, and minimum redundancy and maximum consistency maintained with SAP basically. And they can do the business economic, capitalized economic scale, and business parties are worldwide incorporated. If you check the point is the economic scale, it's a very important. If you want to use the SAP R3 in your organization, they will say that clearly. You can do the business, capitalize your product. Suppose if I want to buy, iPhone 5. Take example. iPhone 5, if I want to buy in India, if I want to buy in UK, if I want to buy in US, the product cost, the basic price of the cost is the same in anywhere in any country. So that is a capitalized on economic scale of. So they say there's a purchasing. So where is the variation basically? The variation is calculation, tax calculation, service tax, okay, the legal charges. So these two only, service tax and the tax, basically the product cost based on the service tax and that will be variation in the country to country. That's it. So like that, I can do even, suppose if I do the savings account, if I open a second savings account in ICICI India, if I open that savings account is ICICI in UK and US, there is a different only the charges which they will do. Rest of the process is the same. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So the business parties are worldwide are incorporated. So we can do the business in worldwide by using SAP R3. These are the main characteristics which existed with SAP. That's the reason more client satisfaction is there, and people are utilizing to run their business with it. All right. Any questions?
Not from my side. Thank you.
Okay. So this is about ERP SAP R3. So we are discussed surround areas. We discussed about inside SAP areas. And now we are aware which model works for which purpose. Right?
Yeah.
So in SAP R3, we have a techno-functional and a functional. We are going to understand now technical side. So we are here to understand and learn about ABAP because it's our core module which we want to be learn. So ABAP, Advanced Business Application Programming Language. It's a fourth generation language basically. It's a fourth generation language. So in this, ABAP is a collection of other ABAP features. If you talk about ABAP features, they implemented these features of ABAP from other languages only. The language is implemented by the language only. Package is implemented by the languages only. So language to language, advanced languages are implemented. This ABAP is a business application language basically. What kind of business? Enterprise application business. What kind of business can we do? Enterprise organizations can run with SAP because it's developed by ABAP. That language is an enterprise application language. So advanced business application programming language. So I'll be sharing all the slides. I am not given time today to note it down, but because it's a general aware till now, whatever you seen aware knowing information. But I am talking about now advanced ABAP which we are going to learn. So you need to start taking also the running notes. Both of you.
Anjum, can you do the notes in today's lecture and I'll take it off you, right? As we discussed earlier. Perfect, thank you.
Yeah. Right. So ABAP is Advanced Business Application Language. It's a fourth generation language. I'm repeating this, it's a fourth generation language because C, C++, and Java and other languages comes under the third generation language. COBOL, Pascal, okay, Lotus 123, all these comes under the third generation language. So this is implemented using all that features. That's the reason they made it as a fourth generation language. Because it supports the enterprise organization.
Is it only SAP who's calling ABAP a fourth generation language, or somebody else acknowledge that too?
No, only SAP. Don't call SAP, it is SAP.
Oh, sorry, SAP, yeah. Is it only SAP?
If you call SAP, then yeah. Yes, only SAP only calling this a fourth generation language because they're not. This ABAP is not used to develop any other things. It's only for SAP. ABAP is used to develop only SAP, not for any other things.
Okay.
And ABAP is used to no any other language to develop SAP. Only ABAP. Okay. Right. So we are going to understand about. So this is already I have discussed. Basis will take care of system administration. ABAP is a backbone for entire SAP R3, and all R3 applications are part of basis system where developed in SAP ABAP 4. An interface non-SAP system, non-SAP system, and can be managed through ABAP. That is ALE cross applications. Through cross applications, doing all these features basically. Okay, so please take down. I don't know, like who is going.
Anjum is doing the notes.
Okay, Anju, please take down 3 points.
Okay.
Once you're done, please let me know.
Desha, are we not getting the slides for this?
I'll be sending as a PDF format.
Okay, fair enough. So why do we need to take the notes then?
That is your choice. That I don't mind. If you don't want, then I'll be sending anyhow.
Yeah, if we just copying it from the slides, then we might as well just get the slides from of you.
Then okay, I'll send it to you. No problem.
Yeah, it is. If it's just copy paste, then I don't think there's any point writing it down. But yes, if there's an additional thing that you teach us, then it's okay. Then we definitely take notes.
Definitely, I'll do that. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. No problem. See,
And just
generally what happens, every student likes to be running notes. Okay.
Oh,
So that's a point. I'll try to avoid the notes. Sometimes few students they will ask. That's the reason I ask you to take down. That's it. Few points at least, like ABAP is a backbone for SAP R3, and this entire. You guys are already. I don't think so. It is required for you.
no, wait a minute. It is that you made a very good point actually. You made a good point about the key, just writing down the key things, so that you can go back and then revisit those, which I
Yes.
think is a very good idea actually.
Yes. Every
Anju,
student likes it.
yeah.
Key points. It's not everything. Key points is required actually.
Okay, go on Anjum. Do that, but sorry.
See, I'll tell you only one thing. For us, as a human, if you have a notes and you can refer. If suppose soft copy, you might not able to see the always soft copy in front of you.
That's it. When Lorraine's parents are coming? I don't know. 12 बजे तो निकल जाएंगे.
What time is the guy coming?
I think it's 2 o'clock. The start is 2 o'clock.
So what time is he picking you up?
I'll call him. I'll find
There's
out.
no rush. Don't worry
अच्छा,
about it.
ठीक है. मतलब, thanks. Anjum, Anjum, let us know when you're done with the notes, sir. Anjum, is this your mobile phone?
Sorry.
Come on, man. Put it on silent. Who's calling you?
Okay, go ahead.
Dan.
Yeah, right. Good. So now, the same case, I'll be giving few more points. Continue with the same points. Okay. So this is ABAP is the only tool used to develop entire SAP R3. There is no any other language to develop SAP R3. Even BI, BO, SRM, CRM, if you take any module from SAP, it's developed by ABAP only. So SAP customers, like clients, are used SAP ABAP for their own developments only. See, if you get an opportunity as a ABAPer in any client's place, except SAP AG, and you are going to work as per the client requirement, the functional guy is getting the requirement, and you will be working as a client requirement. But it is not the SAP AG requirement. It's not the SAP asked you to do that. Okay. So basically, the customization of a particular project as a ABAPer, where he starts working from the functional guy will come to you, ask you, this is possible or not possible. If it's possible, how we can do. Okay. Or the customization reports. Basically, reports are not required to be discussed most of the time with the technical guys. Customer will ask you, we want this many columns, this many format. These are the formats which we require, and these are the different tables. These are the different functionality which we are expecting. This is logic. They will discuss with the client, and they will get it from the customer or from the end user, and they will make a documentation for it. So what kind of documentation they will make? Yeah, please.
Are you telling us that ABAP is only used to customize SAP?
Yes, correct.
So, and SAP itself discourage customization.
Yes, correct.
So, this is a dying art then. Eventually, people will learn from the mistakes and they'll say, okay, sorry, That's the wrong way to do it. We don't need ABAPers anymore.
No, sorry, I didn't get your question.
Okay. So first you said SAP discourage any customization on their core application, which is because it's then become difficult to upgrade to the newer versions, right?
100% correct. Yes, correct.
Okay. Then you said ABAP is used to do customization on SAP,
Yes.
right? So people are, I know organizations are still doing customizations on SAP, but eventually organizations will learn this is not a good approach. And in 2 years, 3 years down the line, they will stop doing customization on SAP. And that means end of ABAPer's career.
I cannot say that because let me explain why they need ABAPer always.
Okay.
There is a functionality which is built by SAP. Okay, suppose take an example, a workflow process, ABAP workflow process. They build in SAP standard eight standard level of approvals. They can do direct configuration. Are you getting? But my organization is very big, which I am implementing. My top level management is almost 60 people are there. If I want to get approval for $100 million, okay, $100 million, I need to get approval almost from 15 people for that. 15 members, top management members should give the approval. Then only I can get approved that particular request. Where is that opportunity in SAP? There is no, because there is a 8 level configuration is there. But rest of the levels, how they can do manually? No, because the system is should required to be configured. So from 8 to other levels should require to be enhanced. Otherwise they cannot run the business, right? Otherwise they cannot use SAP. Always ABAPer is required 100% because every client is required their own enhancements in SAP.
So is there
otherwise they cannot run as per the standard of SAP. Standard of SAP is worldwide and the common functionality they build for every industry.
Okay.
So suppose if I take the common functionality area, if I use that package for agriculture, it's a totally different for me. If you ask me, we implemented one company, it's a plantation company in Malaysia. Okay, we didn't use the single functionality from SAP. We did end-to-end custom development for all the modules. Very rare functionality. They promoted, they agreed, client is agreed to accept and implement SAP. Finally, standard functionality they cannot able to follow. The client is not able to, they not satisfied with the standard functionality. But anyhow, the consulting organization should do the customization as per the client requirement. So this will be always will be there.
Okay.
You cannot say that client, end up any time the ABAPer will doesn't have the career. 100% he has long period because always client requirement will getting changed. That cannot satisfy from the standard functionality directly. They should go ahead with the custom development.
Okay. The last scenario that you've given us, right? Yes, I'm getting it. Hello, Hitesh?
Hello. Adam?
Hello? Can you hear me, Hitesh?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Anju? Hello.
Hitesh, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hadnat. Hello. I'm not able to hear.
Anjum, can you hear me?
I can hear.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Oh, thankfully. Okay.
So, yeah, tell me.
Hitesh, the last scenario you've given us.
My answer, right?
Yeah, I got your answer. Everything was fine. I was just saying the last scenario that you've given me, I would say if they had to do that much customization on SAP, they might have made the wrong decision to start with, to buy the wrong ERP system, to install the wrong ERP system, right?
See, basically, when they are doing the customization, it's a big companies, definitely there is a long discussion before taking the customization development decision. Because if they really require the custom development, then only they'll go for ABAP development.
Sure.
But anyhow, lot many reports are there, lot many interfaces are required, because interfaces, it's 100% is required for every company. Because vendors or non-SAP companies or n number of companies, and they are working with n number of partners. Every partner doesn't have the SAP.
No,
They need to integrate with their systems also.
Sure.
That
sure.
integration should manage with SAP ABAP only. There is no any other application to do that.
Sure. Hitesh, one question. Can you distinguish between a customization and enhancement? Is there a technical difference between them?
So enhancement already existed from whatever certain functionality. Okay, you are enhancing that particular functionality.
I got it.
Yeah. Customization, anything is changing.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Yeah. So some of the features, like it's talking multilingual language. ABAP is a multilingual language. Basically, it's allow you to to work with country-specific language, and basically, as we said, this feature is provided from ABAP only for SAP. Okay, and ABAP, all the custom developments to start with the Z. Okay, it's Z is not but Z or Y. So basically, all the ABAP custom developments should start with a Z or Y. Are you able to hear?
Yes.
Right. So all the custom developments should start with Z or Y. Suppose I have a 100 reports which I am going to develop. All the report names should start with the starting character should Z or Y. The rest of the characters your own. You can use any name. Okay. Interface, reports, enhancements, and scripts, forms, iDocs, whatever you develop in SAP. Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Whatever you develop in SAP, that should start with Z or Z or Y. One reason. Y. Yeah.
Is this naming convention came from SAP, or is this something the industry adopt itself?
No, it's from SAP only. That's what I'm coming to say to that. Why? The reason is SAP always says that all the custom development configuration side or even ABAP side should start with the Z or Y. The reason, only one reason, they want to identify easily what is the custom developments, what are the system developed or SAP developed functions. So that is the main reason they want to divide custom development with Z or Y only. If you use any other character, system won't allow you. It will allow you, it will ask you to access key. Please enter access key to develop with other characters. For all the SAP development, they won't use Z and Y. They will use other character to develop. Okay. So for all the SAP ABAP custom development, suppose if you works as a custom developer, then you should use starting name Z or Y only, no any other character. So Z, and you will be giving your own name, any name. Depends on the naming convention which is provided from the company. Company will provide you, this is the naming convention you should follow for this particular program, for this particular report, for this particular interface, for this particular iDoc. They will give the clear naming convention to you. You should follow the same. So that's a naming convention you need to follow, and it's not case sensitive. ABAP is not case sensitive. It's you can write any case, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase. You can mix the two cases and you can write it. It can understand. Are you getting?
Yeah.
So these are features I want to communicate particular slide. Okay. So request you to please take on this slide, as well as I will be giving 2 more points, and you'll please note on that also. So first point is not required because it is already covered. And you are you taking?
Yes. And the last one, yes?
Hello?
Hello, yes?
And let us know when you take it, right? When you complete it.
Yes.
Please let me know once you're done.
Okay. Okay, I've done it.
Done. So other 2 points. Please note down. ABAP is not case sensitive language.
Mm.
ABAP is not case sensitive language.
Okay.
And another one is ABAP. All custom programs should start with ZRY. All custom developed programs should program names should start with Z or Y. All custom developed program names should start with Z or Y.
Okay, thank you.
And the next, are you done?
Yes.
Okay. The next, ABAP statements starts with the keyword ending with a period. ABAP statements start period. Period is nothing but dot.
Period.
ABAP statements or ABAP coding line starts with the keyword ending with a period.
Period is just full stop,
Ending
right?
with a period is nothing but full stop, dot.
Mm.
See, if you go with the C++ or C, you have a semicolon ending line.
That's right.
Okay. So, but when you come for ABAP, they have the starting with the keyword. Any line will start with the keyword, ending with the dot. Dot is nothing but period here. Okay. Now we are moving into the technical understanding clearly. So ABAP contains a subset of SQL called OpenSQL. OpenSQL, it's one of the very important key role placed in SAP, basically ABAP, because of its a 3-tier architecture. OpenSQL statements are applied as a middle layer. So middle layer is nothing but an intermediate between a database and the end user, or GUI, graphical user interface. A middle layer which we are talking about, that is OpenSQL. Okay, so we have that concept. ABAP contains a subset of SQL called OpenSQL. With OpenSQL, we can read and access the database tables regardless the database system you are using. It may be any kind of database. Are you getting? It may be Microsoft Access database. It may be SQL Server. It may be anything. But you are using that, and it will be OpenSQL statement should apply to read and access the database. Are you clear about the first point?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the second point, ABAP contains a special data type, subroutines, and function modules. So we have a concept called, in other languages, procedures and functions. Do you remember? So in Java also we have even JavaScripts and VB scripts and C, C++. All these languages have functions and procedures.
Yes.
right? So similar like that, they implemented here subroutines and function modules. This concept is called as modularization concept. Reusability. So once you define a subroutine or once you define a function module, you can reuse that particular function module functionality. You can reuse that subroutine functionality n number of times according to your process. Okay, so functions and subroutines are modularization concept, and we will be understanding very deeply later stage. This is only introduction point where I'm giving you just about the concepts. Okay, we will be understanding all these concepts very deeply in the next levels, one by one level. Okay.
Okay.
At this point of time, I request you understand subroutines and function modules are reusable concept. It's nothing but modularization concept. Are you clear about this?
Yes.
Yes or no?
I'm fine with it. Anjum, I'm a bit worried about Anjum actually.
Yeah, Anju.
No. Well, if it's just understanding that we can reuse these functions, I can understand that.
I'm very sorry. I'm not able to hear anything.
Okay, that's fine. Anjum is saying, yeah, Anjum, that's exactly the point. To reuse the, so you write a few line of codes and you're able to reuse it over and over again. That's what subroutines
yes,
and functions.
I can understand that point, but I don't understand the function module itself. But as you said, we can go into details.
But anyhow, I will be discussing this again. Okay, when topic comes, so I will be discussing very deeply about this. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So now let's move on a third point. ABAP 4 allow you to define a process of internal tables, and that exist only for execution period of program. This is very important topic for us to understand the OpenSQL concept. Okay, a middle layer concept. So basically, SAP never allow you to work without three-tier programming concept. The program when you build, you should process your program through three-tier concept only. Okay, that's the reason when you are working on a database, when you want to access the database values, and they will say that you should process through a mediator. That mediator is called as internal table. That mediator called as internal table. That mediator called as temporary table. An internal table is a copy of a database table, and you will be processing entire instructions or output through an internal table, not from the database directly. So your instructions pass to the intermediate level. Then in that intermediate level, that program, that table will act as a database table for you. Database, you will be copying one time only. You are not hitting n number of times. You will be hitting one time and copying in another name, and you will be processing that data, application layer or middle layer to process the data. Manipulations, set of manipulations. Whatever the manipulations you want to do on the internal table, and you will be doing at the mediator level only.
Question here.
Okay. And when you execute the program, only this table will be created. Otherwise, no table.
Okay. Question here, please.
Okay, it's a temporary table.
Tell
me your question, something you're asking.
That's fine. So that's fine. I understand the concept of intermediate table, but you said previously that SAP, sorry, I kept saying SAP R3 is real-time data. So when you run the program, you get the data into internal table. What if the data changed during that time? What happens then?
See, all the transaction data will be uploaded. No? See, when I say that in the internal table, I will be taking from the database only.
Yes.
The data will be processed. The data will be processed from application to application. Suppose if I create a purchase order, so the purchase order will be created through a mediator, and after that when I click on the save, and it goes to the database directly. So the save button is integrated, or to continue button integrated through the through an application, and objects are integrated, on the screen you have a n number of objects.
Mm.
That object's data will be processed through a mediator to the database. Directly, no.
No.
So any screen in SAP, if you observe, they implemented with the mediator only.
Okay. So let
But
me
you
give you.
might not able to see that mediator always.
Mm. Let me give you a scenario. So you wrote a program or enhancement or customization, right? And you are using an internal table to do some calculation on that. Fine?
Yes, correct.
And you just said when you create an internal table, you just copy the data from the real database into the internal table. One
Yes.
time only. You said that one time only. So suppose I've copied that information from the database into the internal table at the start of my program, and the program start doing the calculations of that internal table now. What if the data is changed in the database while I'm doing this? Because SAP R3 is a real-time thing, and data can change rapidly. So what if the data I was doing the calculation on has been changed in the database? What happens then? How do we cater? How do we take care of this problem?
I think
See, this is, the reports. Basically, when you want to be interact with the database, that time you will be interacting with the internal table. Okay. The data, whenever the transaction data, the last transaction data which is existed in the system, till the time it takes that data.
so.
All the data. Suppose you have 1,000 records in the database. Whenever you are generating this table, in fraction of seconds it fixes the data and it will show you a report. So after generating the report, okay, let me understand. After generating the report, you got another 2 transaction data. Real-time data existed. That also will be picked up with the system. It won't give you, copy all. We are saying copy all the data. Whatever the data comes from that, under that, it copies entire data. And moreover, when you talk about these tables related, we will be generating daily reports, weekly reports, monthly reports, hourly reports. All these happens when the transaction data not be posted. So the transaction data, whenever not there and whenever they are not doing, then that time the reports will be generated directly. Okay. So we'll be understanding very deeply. Once we understood the concept, then you can understand very easily.
Okay, thank you.
So here I want you to understand it's a copy of a database table, and the data read and access will happen through mediator, that is the middle layer, that is internal table.
Okay, thank you.
This is what you need to understand from these 2 lines.
Got it.
Got it now? Anju,
Yep.
you also say yes or no.
Anjum?
Anju.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me check if he's
He's in-
online. Yeah, he's
Is
I
in
think
or off?
no, he's there. I think he's put himself on mute.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All
That's
right.
one. You.
Okay. So request you to please take down this.
Oh, you're asking Anjum to write it down. Okay. Yeah, I think he has.
So he's doing.
I think he already has actually. Probably. Okay, don't worry about it. Yeah. Keep going on. I suppose.
Yeah, he came again.
Hi, Anjum. Hello, Anjum. Hi, Anjum. Anjum?
Can you please call otherwise?
Yeah, I'll call him. I'll find out what's going on.
Hello?
हाँ अंजुम कहाँ है भाई क्या हो गया
Yes, hear you.
You can hear me right hello
I can hear you.
yeah Anjum what's wrong with your voice man it's very slow it's very
Low, not slow.
oh yeah sorry low.
I don't know.
Anjum
I think it's
Is this the microphone are you using? Yeah, we can hear you as well, but very low.
Very low, very low. It's somewhere else in in UK, somewhere else it is. It's not coming to India. It's not coming to you in UK also.
No. Anyways, that's fine. So, Hitesh said, can you please write down this slide as well, please? All this.
Okay.
We have another 2 slides to be discussed. Then we'll stop today.
Yay!
Yes.
Then we done with this lecture for today? No.
Yeah, we'll be done. We're done with the introduction concepts.
Yeah. Then we do some programming, right? Okay, that's good.
Then we'll move into the other slides. Then we'll start with the one by one understanding about the ABAP tools. What are the tools are there, and after that we'll start with the what are the keywords are there. So and after knowing different types of keywords, then we will be starting understanding the what are the data types. What is data object? What is data type? How many data types are there? What is the data types? All the features. Then we'll be starting the programming.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to write these 4?
Yeah, just write these 4, man.
Okay, I thought we're getting slide for this.
These are the key points, Buff. These are the highlights of the slides. So if we go through like 50 slides, you have to write only 4 in the whole lecture. And then you can revisit those and say you remember all of them. That will be the, what do you call, cream of the whole lecture. That's why we're writing it down. You get the point now?
Yes.
Okay. So what we can do, you can write the lecture, you can write the slides one day, the next lecture I'll do it. So we can share rather than both doing it. Hello?
Yes.
Anjum is not very happy about writing down things.
If you want, you can write. That's what I'm saying. So that's your choice. If you want to soft copy, I'll forward. But anytime if you want to refer, you should require hard copy in front of you.
Yeah. Anjum, why are you so sad today, mate? Okay. Must be very hot in India these days.
Oh, 47, 46, 43, the temperature. Very tough.
Okay, he's done.
But yeah, good. Okay. The next slide, what is, ABAP is used to modify the functionality of SAP existing functions and understanding the SAP architecture. And ABAP is used to achieve following areas. These are the things which we are going to, achieve.
Okay. What are these?
These are
Reports?
the concepts we require to be achieved.
Reports?
Yes, reports, interface, conversion, enhancements, and forms.
So, ABAP do all these things.
Yeah. I request him to, Anju, please write down this.
Just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things.
Yeah.
Report interface, conversion to launch. Okay, got it.
He got it.
Oh, good. Okay. So we know that what are all the custom reports, custom interfaces, conversions. Conversions are used to upload the data from one system to other system. Enhancement with the existing functionality according to the customer requirement. Forms for the mass data communication. So these are the things can able to do the custom development in SAP ABAP as a ABAP developer. So you need to understand architecture, how you need to be built while doing this all. We should follow the 3-tier analysis. Okay, and it is the the purpose of the role of a ABAPer basically. All right. So any questions today discussion till now?
Not for me. Anjum?
No, I'm good.
Anjum is good as
Anjum?
well.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. So let's go on to the basic. That's the first slides which we are going to discuss in the session. The second one which we are going to open, that's the basic. So these points are already covered in the introduction point, and this is the area where we start. So ABAP, the main types of programs, okay, and ABAP Workbench tool. So what are the tools are there in SAP ABAP? Okay, how we can use all these tools? Okay, then what are the keywords are there? Okay, different types of keywords. We will be knowing all these keywords. After knowing the keywords, we will be understanding entire the keywords, different types of keywords information. After knowing this information, we will be understanding data types and data object. What is data type? What is data object? And after that, we understanding different types of data types in SAP. What are the data types are there? So we will be starting this, basic one. So coming, the day when we are starting. So you are all, only weekend, right?
Yes, weekend mostly.
Only Sunday or Saturday also?
Sunday.
Hello?
Anjum?
Hello.
Anjum said Sunday. Anjum said Sunday. We'll let you know if anything changes.
Okay. Then
We'll start with Sunday only, and we'll see how it goes, and we'll let you know if anything changes. We can probably will do Saturday, Sundays as well. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Okay. No problem. All right. So we'll take 2 hours for every session.
Yes.
We'll take 2 hours.
Okay.
Today I will be closing 10 minutes before actually.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
That's fine.
So because we need to start, I don't want to break in this now.
No. I got it.
So after starting these topics, till starting the program, till writing a coding program, I just want to continue that.
Perfect.
Because this is a long gap, right? Coming gap is a long gap.
Yes.
Week. So
Yes.
if I start that, and you will be forget, and then again I need to recollect that information.
Yes. There's 2-3 things before you leave. One is the PDF copy of the slides, please. Secondly, the access to do the practices.
Access, yeah. Access is existed already. Yeah.
Okay. Just need to know where it is and how we can get hold of it. And one question I wanted to ask you, just in SAP, you just told me everything about what you did. In SAP, what do you know? Do you know ABAP, right? In the whole SAP?
Your voice is breaking. Can you please?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I said you told me everything about your career. I just wanted to know, SAP domain, what do you know? Do you know, you obviously know the ABAP programming language, but do you know functional modules as well?
Yes. I'll be, having a knowledge into SD, MM, PP, HR, FI, and the SCM. Okay, all these are functional modules, and apart from that, I'll be having a technical core areas. So technical core areas which I'm trainings, ABAP, WebGempo, Workflow, BI training, EP, and project training, SAP project training, and XI. So SAP project training, it talks about end-to-end real-time, end-to-end implementation, end-to-end support. It's totally different. Last time I hope when I discussed and I have opened my PPT. So that's a area where I'm handling as per the students whoever want the real time, whoever want those particular trainings, and yes, I'm taking that as well.
Okay. But you don't deal with CRM training, right? Don't have that.
No, CRM, no, I won't deal.
Okay. So in your this is
I didn't get opportunity to work in my career also. I have worked with SRM and CM, SCCM, HCM.
Have you, what about SD? Have you got any experience in SD functional side?
I'm sorry, Anju, I am not.
I'll tell you. He said SD functional side. You have experience in SD functional?
SD, sales and distribution.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. Do you have any experience in that?
Yes. SD also, yes.
Okay. So my other question is, why do you keep changing? Why do you have to learn so much in SAP? Why did you not stick with just one module? Say, select a module and then become the master of that, and that's it. Why do you have to keep learning that much?
See, basically, we need SAP is a vast, we cannot stick on to the one area. You should get knowledge into all the areas to justify your job in when you are doing.
Okay.
See, you will be bored in sometimes if you work with the one module always.
I see.
Okay, it's the last 12 years and 13 years in travel, and as you are moving into the management level and delivery head or delivery manager, so you should require all the core areas knowledge also. To justify to the client, and these modules are excellent, when I go for the meeting with the client directly, I should able to say this module gives a very better feature for you to improve your business. So how would I know that? If I know the subject only. I can able to justify that very easily.
And while you were studying all these different areas, how similar do you find them, or they are completely different to each other?
Sorry.
So my question is, so when you learn one area of SAP, is it become easier to learn the second one, or is it still as difficult as learning a completely new thing?
No, easy. See, once you learn ABAP, if you ask me, technical area to learn very easily. And once you learn any functional, other functional modules can learn very easily.
Okay.
And again, what I can tell you, once you learn ABAP, you can learn very easily the functional module also.
Okay.
And if you have a videos and step-by-step process in front of you, you can learn yourself also. I didn't get any trainer for other modules. I got a training from only one module, that is ABAP, from my company when I started with working with ABAP. That time I got a training in ABAP, and after that I never went for any training in any module. My company itself given opportunity to work in other areas, because when we do the job, we have a core team with us and colleagues with us. What they are doing, we will be observing what are their, what kind of T code they are using, what is the process of the life cycle of SD and FICO, HR. We will learning through browsing. Once we know that, and we have a lot of discussions with the functional people when we interact with the project. So when we learn in SD, when you are working on SD side, you will be learning entire SD functionality, how it is working. And you will be, so when you start working into the particular areas, always you should have a grown up on that area continuously. You should go through the learning. See, today I am training you. So before coming to you, I should aware that to explain. And if I go for I need to get a knowledge before training you, to give the training to you. Like that always is, getting a knowledge is never goes lost. It will help you somewhere else. That is my concept basically. It is giving that, that only it's giving help me to grow. That's it.
Okay. One more question, sorry.
Yeah.
Delivery manager job is like a project manager who says, okay, are you who goes into an organization and say, you want SD module, okay, I can help you install, deliver it from end-to-end solution. Is that what your role is then?
No, delivery manager role is different, project manager role is different, and support operation manager is role different, technical lead role is different, functional lead role is different, consultant role is different.
So what's your role then as a delivery
So
manager?
delivery role, if I want to say, the operations which I am running with SAP, with the client, the supposed to be deliver the project. So I have a piece of projects which I have, 3 months, 6 months, 4 months like that, which I supposed to be deliver all this. I am the key person to contact from the customer, and I am the person to deliver that particular projects. That's number one. So, and that at the same time, getting the requirement from the customer, ensure that all the requirements are met and meet for their deadlines, and ensure that my team performed on time to deliver that particular projects. That's a role for me. And ensure that all the documentation deliverables, what I supposed to be give to the customer, what the customer supposed to give it to me. So should have a proper communication between to the customer and to me, and ensure that all the deliverables are maintained, delivered on time, schedule time, and cost, which is agreed timeline, cost line, should be met on that. That's my responsibility when I do the delivery manager. So for me, the project manager interacting with me, different project managers, 1, 2, 3, and 4 projects, 4 project managers are interacting with me. For project manager, team lead will be there, technical team lead, and functional team lead. The functional team lead will be deliver the functional, and the technical team lead will deliver the technical delivery. And all these team lead performance comes to me finally, and I'll be the coordinator for the client and my team basically.
Anjum, do you have any questions?
Sorry?
Hello?
I was just asking Anjum if he has any questions.
No, thanks.
For me, no. At this moment, no, because I just started interacting with you guys. Understanding. As my understanding is, you guys are functional. One is techno basically. You are trying to get into the ERP system side. That is SAP. You are looking, and he is looking to work in get a knowledge into ABAP as a technical knowledge, so that he can justify his role, and as well as he can ask the better functionality from the technical deliveries.
Perfect.
So you are from UK, both of you, right?
Both of us are from Pakistan actually. We live in UK now.
You are living in
UK? But
UK.
we are from Pakistan.
Oh, okay. So you are doing something business over there?
I'm a senior quality engineer, software tester basically, and Anjum is working with Dyson. Have you heard of Dyson company?
Yeah, Dyson. Yes.
He's working for Dyson as a Anjum. What do you do, man?
I'm on the sport side, SAP Sport Analyst.
SAP Sport Analyst.
Yeah.
SAP?
Sport Analyst, basically.
Sport Analyst. Okay.
So his role is, what they have done is, they just recently got this whole SAP system installed, and
Okay.
No,
they expect
before. Hello?
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on. You tell him.
Yeah, before I think we had already ERP, because I just joined them about 3 months ago, and they already had a back office ERP, and now they just got new modules, which is the CRM, MRF, and mobile Cyclo. So I'm working on the CRM mostly. Accenture delivered they're still delivering the project, and my job will be basically communication between business and Accenture. If there are any problems, or there's any change request, or if there's any user request, or any basis administration work, I'll be communicating between the business and Accenture to deliver that.
Did you get that?
No, I am not hear anything.
Oh, okay, sorry, that's fine. Yeah, he just basically said that Dyson had all the modules before. They installed 2-3 new modules, which is CRM, and his role will be talking to Accenture who has installed those modules and making sure that everything runs smooth, basically.
So CRM, let me check. In CRM, there's a few, where, one second, are you working into the CRM customer service side?
Yes, we have sales, service, marketing, and interaction for all 4 modules. We have interaction center where we have 150 people working on the contact center. We have a sales team separately, and we have a service team.
But I'm not hearing anything because
That's fine. He said he
over the phone, but
he said he got all the 4 modules installed there, CRM, in their company.
Okay. Yeah, I am aware few modules like that is into insurance claim customer actually. So it's not much. Once I open the project, I can able to visualize to you to explain about them.
Okay. That's
I can
fine.
understand that. Yeah. Right. Good. So you yourself, Adam?
Yes. So
you are starting any organization kind of, or how it is?
So Hitesh, what happened was I joined Yellow Pages. They had SAP working there, but I was working on the testing team. So I had a flavor of SAP. I just know the briefly SAP, what SAP does. Then I took testing as my career, and then 5 years down the line, I'm a senior software quality assurance guy who does automation, basically. Because this testing team is becoming very demanding.
Your voice is breaking again. Your voice is breaking.
Yeah, so I've decided to change from testing into SAP CRM, techno-functional guy, because this testing field is becoming very demanding every day. So a tester needs to know infrastructure, deployments, coding, all that. I can't be asked to do all that, so I thought I'll just move into SAP.
Okay. Good. Okay. So good to hear.
Do you think it's a good...
Something Anju asking?
No, Anju didn't say anything.
So, okay. So anything else?
No, everything's fine. Thank